Hi guys, this is Michaela Wardeman. For my topic, for my resource walkthrough, I'm going to be focusing on the geometry section for 5th grade. So students will communicate geometric concepts and measurement concepts using multiple representations to reason, solve problems, and make connections within mathematics and across disciplines. And then I'm focusing on the measurement section with compare measurements and apply formulas, and mostly we're focusing on A and B here with volume and being able to measure it and count cubic units. So for my resource, I looked at Zearn, and I was really impressed with this website. It has a lot of resources and a lot of different options and things for teachers. I really appreciated it since like this last week we were looking at the math workshop model, and that's something I'm very interested in for my math classroom for my students, and this website really supports the math workshop model. So once you get into your curriculum and you pick your grade level, it kind of gives you an overview of what things they're going to be studying in their missions, and then it has a list of all the missions, and the missions have lots of lessons within them. The one I'm focusing on is Mission 5, which is volume, area, and shapes. So once you get into that mission, then it has some different sections as well. There's the independent digital lessons and the teacher-led instruction. And how this is set up like the math workshop model is that there's independent stuff for students to be doing. There's that fluency part, so that would be like the math fact practice at the beginning of your lesson, like number talks, and then they have some word problems that go along with that, and then the small group lessons that you would use as well. It breaks down each of the lessons into what the students will be doing on the computer end of it, so they have their fluency and what they'll be dealing with there, the guided practice and the independent practice. We'll look at this in a second, but the guided practice has nice videos for the students to look at as well. I also liked this because it has a recommended schedule. So it has your core days are Monday through Thursday, and your flex day would be Friday, and it breaks it down into those time slots just like that layout did for our math workshop model. So 15 minutes daily you'd be doing your fluency and word problem practice, and then you have your 2 stations, 30 minutes each, so your independent digital lesson and then your small group lessons, and then it also has some flexible station options as well. So this is great for teachers and trying to set something up and giving options. This document was the Zearn Fluency, so this just gives you a layout of your goals for your fluency, and then each lesson is broken down into what the students will be working on, and they have time things for that, and usually the fluency has to do with your lesson, so a lot of these ones that you will see here have to do with area or volume or building up to volume for students, so that's good practice for them. The next document I have here is the Zearn word problems. So there's a word problem for every lesson to help build up those same concepts that you're working on, either area or volume or fractions, depending on what your topic is. And then there's also documents for the small group lessons, and these are very detailed, and it's nice because they give you a section to take notes. Everything is stepped out and tells you what the teacher is doing, what the students are doing, pictures to give you models, different problems, once again pictures, more models and steps for your students, and then at the end there's like debrief questions, representation things, and engagement, and then it goes on to the next lesson. So everything is very stepped out for every part that you would do with this lesson. And then there's optional homework and assessment things as well for students to look at, which is awesome because it's good exit tickets and to see what they're doing beyond what's on the computer, so you can see it on paper pencil as well. I really liked this website, and this is definitely something that I would look into using in the future. I really want to set up math workstations for my math class, as I said earlier, and I think this website is one thing that would really help me do that. So that is how I would use it in my classes, to help me set up and keep everything in order and take care of my time for me, and be able to help me time things out and know where students are going and exactly what students are working on, and I know they'll be working within the topic that I want them to stay within. So I'm really excited about this website, and I hope I can use it in the future.